Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray's World. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you watch this video till the end, and if you like it, consider subscribing. If you don't like it, I don't mind. You won't hurt my feelings. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I hope you enjoy this video. In today's video, we have mail from Canada that I've actually had for about 3 weeks, and I apologize for not showing it earlier. Anxiety, depression, mania, all that. Finally at a point where I can get this done. As well, I'd like to show you the results of the last 3 weeks penny hunts. I've gone through 3 boxes of pennies, and I've not showed the results, and I want to do that because our Epic 2020 giveaway continues. Let me get you down here so that you can see everything that I want to show you. All right, I really don't want to show you my entire desk because it is a train wreck. Okay, first off, to Ray's World from Rings by James. Now, there's a link in the video description where you can check out these rings. He's got them on eBay, so please go check them out. James is new into making coin rings, so go check out his eBay store. If you send him a message, let him know that I sent you there, just so that he knows. So these came from Canada. Like I said, these came about 3 weeks ago, and James and I have actually been chatting for the last several months, many emails back and forth. I would call him my friend for sure. And here's what he sent. I finally got them. I'm so excited. I've actually been wearing one right here for the last 3 weeks. So let's check out. I put them back in their containers just so you can see what they come in. A very nice soft velvet. This is the first one, and it's a little big, but that's okay. It fits nicely on my thumb. This is a $50. It's clad. It's just a standard $50, but it's a 1976 $50, and that's a commemorative 1776 to 1976. I don't have one that I could show you, but if you're familiar with $50, you know what these looks like, and I think he's done an excellent job. Now, he did a 1976, this is cool, it says Independence Hall right there. He did a 1976 for me because that's the year I was born. So very cool. It's a size 13, which is a touch big for my thumb, but that's okay. I don't mind. I like having it less to wear, but just to display on my shelf. So that's really cool. Now the other one is one that I wear every day. This one, if you're familiar with $50, you can guess where this one comes from. That's the bottom of a bell. So what $50 was made in 1963 that has a bell on it? I love this one. It's a great fit right there on my first finger. Now I have this one that JT Coin Rings made for me. This is out of a silver $50, 1996 silver $50, and it replaces my wedding band because I lost it. And 1996 is the year I got married. But this is the one that James did for me. So I sent him a couple of pirate rounds, similar to the brass and the copper that you see here, in exchange for these wonderful rings. So James, thank you so much. Like I said, go check him out. He's a great guy, does a really cool work, and what a great thing for us to receive. So I'm going to put these back on the shelf. Now, the other thing I want to show you, which I didn't say in the beginning, is I went yard sailing and I picked up some silver rings. You won't believe what I got these for. To get these, I had to buy a couple of, like 5 or 6 just junk rings. These are gorgeous. I had to buy 5 or 6 junk rings, so I paid $1 for the entire set. The junk rings I gave to they're not junk, but they're kid rings, and I gave them to my daughter. She loves them. So basically I got these two, this wedding set and this engagement ring, for 50 cents. And check it out. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Boom, 925. It was made in China. $925. Yeah, you'll have to take my word for it if you can't see it. $925. $925. So If you're going yard sailing, if you see 925, it's sterling silver. It's 92.5% silver. Now, I don't believe that these are diamonds. I believe they're CZ. I believe they're cubic zirconia. And instead of melting these, I'm going to take these to a local jeweler who buys jewelry, because these might make a really nice wedding set for a young couple that's just getting started in life, and that would be better for them than melting it. The value of the silver, it's total of about a half an ounce with the stones, so you're only talking about $13 worth of actual silver. If a jewelry store wants to buy these from me for 20 bucks or more, I'm going to make the deal, and I'm going to let them go to another couple who hopefully will live a wonderful, happy, long life. 2020 Epic Giveaway. It's coming. It's getting close. This is everything that you can win. Go to the video description. It tells you how to enter. There's a silver. Let's just get everything out. There's lots of cool stuff in here. Some of this has been sent to me by Dirt 30 with George, and some of this has been sent to me from Rings by James. So the Canadian stuff he sent to me. Some of this is mine. This is a Canadian nickel from 1933. A bunch of really cool colorized commemorative quarters from Canada. I put in a 1939 Walking Liberty $half. I've got a, what is that, a half ounce? Quarter ounce round, a 1 ounce prospector round. One of my pirate coins, which will come with a certificate of authenticity. I'm going to modify them a little bit so that it won't come with this one, but it will come with a certificate of authenticity. Here's a giant copper round from Dirt 30 with George. Let me weigh it real quick. 5.28 ounces, so a little over 5 ounces of copper, stamped Dirt 30, which is really cool. I'll put a link in the video description for his channel. And then some silver, a silver 2000 proof, PCGS proof 69 deep cameo, and a proof 69 1980 nickel, which is pretty cool. So all of this is going to go to the person who is closest without going over of guessing how much copper I have saved in copper pennies in the entirety of 2020. Like I said, I had 3 boxes, and so this is the results of all 3 boxes. 2 weeks ago, last week, and this week, okay? It does not include Canadian copper, and it does not include wheat pennies, which I've already put away. Now, what's interesting is that 2 weeks ago and last week, there's about the same amount of copper pennies. These are the 1982s that I haven't sorted yet, and I'm going to sort them by weight and include them. So this includes all of this, and there's about the same number here. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is this week. This is last week. That was the week before. There's quite a bit less in this container from last week than this week. And that's interesting too, because I only found 2 Canadian coins. One was a bird cent and one was a copper Canadian. Again, Canadian and wheat pennies do not count. So what you need to do is go to the video description, click on the Google document. It's going to open a form. Enter your information in that form and enter in US dollars and cents how much copper I've saved and am going to save in all of 2020. Once 2020 is over, we're going to turn in all those pennies, and I will report back with how much, and whoever has the closest without going over wins. And they win all that. Where'd it go? They win all of this. Every bit of it. I'll send it anywhere in the world. Here in a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off my desk and I'm going to show you everything that I have saved so far in 2020. If you want to estimate it and do the math, I do a box of pennies, $25 box of pennies every week. This is what I collect within a week. And if you have already guessed and would like to change your answer, just go fill out the form again. Put your information in. It will let you change your answer. So if you put something in and it was ridiculously high and you want to change it, you can change it. Just go fill out the Google form. Well, okay, there we go. If you're not familiar with what I was doing, I was using my scale to weigh each penny individually in grams to determine if they're copper or zinc. The copper pennies weigh about 3.1 grams, and the zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. In 1982, the composition changed, and it changed midway. I don't know the entire history, but some are primarily zinc, most are primarily copper. So one of the good ways, and I'm not going to say the only way, one of the good ways to tell which are zinc and which are copper is to weigh them. Now, another way you can do it is you can have them interact with magnets, and primarily copper pennies interact differently than the zinc pennies, and you can determine it that way. There's other ways to do it as well, but this is the way that I did it and am doing it today. So let's put these away to be returned. And I'm going to take a minute and clean up my desk and give you a different perspective, because I want to show you all of the copper that I've saved so far in 2020. And I want to add this as well as the copper that I saved over the last 3 weeks. So stand by. All right, I've cleaned up my desk. So these are the 1982s that I found over the last 3 weeks. Let's add last week's, the week before, and the week before. Oh my goodness. Now remember, your job is to guess how many I'm going to collect in 2020, the entirety of 2020. So this is just to give you an idea of what I've got. That's just 3 weeks worth of copper that I've collected. Now, give me a second. This is going to be really heavy. Let me show you everything I've collected in 2020 so far. That started in January, and we are now in late September. Oh my goodness. Oh. This 5-gallon bucket is about half full. I'm going to pour it out. And I'm going to try to keep it all on the table. I'm not going to do this every video. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Let's back it up here. All right. This is all of the copper that I've saved in 2020 so far. Let's find the table. There it is. That is a lot of pennies. Oh my goodness. And there's some really nice coins in here. Hi, puppers. So here's a 1977 that looks uncirculated. Here's another one, 1977, 1982. So this does not include wheat pennies. This does not include Canadians. This is 1959 to 1982 US coins. How much is there? $100? $200? $400? I have no idea how much this is. I feel like Scrooge McDuck. Like I want to swim through it. Think about that. Scrooge McDuck swam through gold coins. Ouch. That must have hurt. I have no idea how much is here. Your job is to go and guess and figure it out. Okay, I want to provide just a little bit of explanation to you. I had a conversation with a counselor just the other day, and she's a very dear friend of mine. And through the making of this video, and still right now, I'm up. And if you suffer from anxiety, depression, or other mental disorders, you might understand what I say when I say up. I'm very active. I'm very hyper. I'm very there's a lot of thoughts that are going through my head very, very fast. I'm talking very fast. So if you don't understand something that I've said throughout this video, if it's not clear, post a comment, ask your question, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. So my thoughts are very rapid. My speech is very rapid. I feel like everything is moving in warp speed. I feel like the dog just shook. She got up, she stretched, she shook, and I feel like that was very fast. Everything to me is happening very fast. And so what this counselor described to me, she said, it sounds like borderline manic, and it's very similar, she said, to bipolar disorder. The difference is that with manic or borderline manic is that this will last anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour to a couple of hours. With bipolar, this type of behavior can last days. And I mean 3-4 days, to where you start hallucinating and you start seeing, I don't remember what she said, but I wanted you to see this. And I wanted to provide some explanation because this happens to me a lot. It's very frequent. Understanding that it's happening, if you're still watching this, thank you so much. But understanding that it's happening is the first step in being able to bring myself down, to regulate, to not let it get to a point where I'm dangerous to either myself or somebody else. Are you okay, dog? And once I can understand that I'm up, or that I'm having a manic episode, then I can work to bring myself down, and I can work to control it, or at least understand it's happening, and understand. I can understand when I'm there. I can't yet understand the process that's bringing me there. So I can't tell when I'm getting up. I can tell that I'm up, but I can't tell when I'm getting up. Not yet. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. But I wanted you to have some insight to understand what I've been going through for the last couple of weeks. I wanted to let you know that I have been sober for 339 days. I'm coming up on a year. I've been sober from alcohol and any kind of other drugs for 339 days. That's pretty darn good. This is a family channel, and I want to keep it a family channel. So I'm not going into too much detail. I think I'm going into detail of what is safe. It's okay for kids to see us and teenagers to see us adults. I'm 44. I don't have it all together. I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable by doing this. But I'm not perfect, and I do struggle, and it's okay. I have emotions that I don't understand. I don't know how to deal with, and that's okay. If you are too, talk to a counselor, please. Talk to a professional, someone you can build a relationship with, someone you can trust, someone that can help you, because it does help. Find what works for you. Find something that's safe. If you're having thoughts of suicide, call somebody immediately. They're not going to fix your problems. They're not. But call somebody. Get help. Please. I'm going to put the National Suicide Prevention Hotline number in the video description. Call that number just to call it. Not to have your problem solved. Just call the number if you need it. Call somebody that you trust. Somebody that you know cares about you, even if you feel like the world doesn't care about you. I'm still in a manic episode because I'm jumping from thing to thing. My point is, it's okay to be not okay. That's my point. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know how much of this is going to make it into the end cut, but get entered into the Epic 2020 giveaway. If you want to send me something to put in here, I'll put it in here, and I'll put a link in the video description to your channel. If you don't, that's fine too. But get entered. Share it. Encourage other people to get entered. I would love to have 1,000 entries to this giveaway. I probably won't show this again, all of the pennies, until the very last episode, before I turn it all in, so that the last chance to get entered. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for being there for me. If you need me to be there for you, let me know. My email address is in the video description. Email me, write me, send me a letter. Just let me know how you're doing. It's okay to not be okay. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. I'll see you real soon. Bye. The dog's gone.